Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Glad to see all the folks in the chat room here already. And yes, make sure you like and subscribe. Click on the bell to get the latest notifications because you never want to miss. Definitely don't want to miss when this show happens, Ramon.
I'm glad when someone in the chat says like and subscribe because it reminds me to say like and subscribe. One thing I'm terrible at is liking and subscribing. Even though I lead a very active social life on the internet, sometimes I forget to thank those that, basically come through for them in the clutch. Basically pull them through the tough times. I don't know what I'm getting at, but I just know that sometimes, Mindy, most of the time, I should say, you report the news. Sometimes you are the news. Congratulations on a monster day yesterday.
Thank you. You as well.
Well, and you know who had a better percentage than you and I, who absolutely destroyed the board? Team Steam.
Team Steam, yeah, right?
Team Steam. I don't want to see. I do see some bummers in the chat, and I'm sorry. I mean, 7-1 yesterday. Hey, everyone's filing in. Good to see everyone in the chat. 7-1 with Team Steam yesterday. Not to mention our own personal plays. We'll go check them out in just a second. But Team Steam, yeah, the Blackhawks Maple Leafs, that got away. There it is. There's our loss. Full transparency. Blackhawks Maple Leafs. You knew the Leafs were going to smash them in the end. We're starting to get some of these ridiculous prices in hockey. 3 games on the NBA board. We'll preview some college basketball, and we will go over this hockey card where we did have winners, though, Mindy, Tampa Bay, Arizona under, and we couldn't have gone wrong with our Coyotes again. They get the crazy 1-0 victory. Red Wings do it for us on the road. Puck line, a good pick there, and the Rangers end up smashing the Canucks yesterday. In NBA, Cavaliers Sixers over, a winner for us yesterday. Team Steam. So other winners as well. And I don't know, we feel like we should have been on it with North. We had the picks, right? You had Northwestern, I had under, but I did like Northwestern quite a bit in that game. Can you believe what Northwestern is doing right now, Mindy? They're just they're almost as hot as us.
Right. I mean, they're absolutely dominating teams, especially at home. It's been pretty wild, that's for sure. And so did Iowa State. I mean, they just totally took it home too. I mean, like, these home court advantages really play a big part here when it gets time to conference play. So it's going to be interesting once you get back on some of those neutral courts, how things are going to work out too.
Yeah, you called it, Iowa State. You called it yesterday. I know Tony had it as a premium. Let's check out the handicapper leaderboards. I could talk about these winners, but let's just show them to everyone. First, let's say hello to everyone filing in, too. Let's do that. Enough about us. Let's hear from you guys. And like I said, I'm bummed that I'm seeing some, break-even days out there, because it was a pretty smashing day, no matter how you looked at it. So, yeah, Ron's here today, and Daniel is here. Greg's ready to get. Greg looks like he was on it yesterday. Blake here today. Scotch is here. And thank you, Blake. TJ here today as well. So, reading your comments in the chat. Thanks, everybody, for chiming in. I'm expecting a lot of people to stop by, maybe. And good conversation in the chat as we get rolling here. Dave is here as well today. Thomas Lewis. Buffering. Is he buffering? Am I buffering? I'm actually having some technical difficulties, Mindy, so I hope I make it through. Yeah.
No, I mean, for me, you're fine. And, I watch it, us here on the phone on YouTube, and everything looks good to me. So.
Some other things came in with some recorded videos, and then as I was recording some videos today, I went with so I just want to disclaimer, if anything, if anything happens. So, Terrell Riley, Ron Hahn, Corday here. Mark's Reviews joining us again. And so let's take a look to Mindy and see what we're talking about here. Mindy, yesterday, I worked so hard to come up with these winners, and then I'm still looking at my partner, Mindy. Incredible day. I'm just so happy and proud of you. 13, 3-1, plus 947 units yesterday. And I was 12-4 for plus 863 units. And Morning's team, 7-1. Want to point out Nick 8-1-1 yesterday, but I just wanted because Morning's team 7-1 for plus 622. So if you add Mindy and I and Morning's team up all together there, Mindy, that is 32-8 yesterday.
That's not so bad.
That's 80%. How's your handicapper doing?
My handicapper's doing okay.
Yeah, okay. But let me just point it out. So to be fair, like Mindy said, I mean, we're bummed if anybody's had a rough day yesterday, but the bookmakers might be the only ones crying today, because if you take a look at the daily leaderboard from yesterday, not only were we up there, but look, Sam's 4-0, Proby's 9-5, Ben's 3-1, Daniel 5-3. Everybody's on this leaderboard today in a profitable day. So great job by the team over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including those from our own Mindy Hahn, the Midwest's premier sports handicapper, one of the hottest in the industry. Hooray, Mindy.
Well, thank you. So yeah, I was getting started here early morning again. Got out. What did I have here? Wrote them down here. So I put 4 games together in the NHL, a 3-pack, and a guaranteed best bet. And I picked out 1 out of the 3 games here to do for the NBA so far. I have my list of college basketball that I'm ready to put in, but not up there on the site as of yet.
Whenever they get up there, we'll be ready.
Right. It just takes a little time, right? I mean, we have the show to get ready for, plus getting them all entered. And it just takes a little bit of time. So, if I wake up like a half hour late, kind of like how I did today, it was all nice and snuggly, but it's so beautiful out. I mean, like the snow is gorgeous, honestly. But everyone's staying home today here. In the metropolitan areas, because of all this snow. So it's going to be a fun day here, being able to watch some college basketball during the daytime again. My fave.
Yeah, I love that game, by the way, but might find it if we didn't have it on our previews, but maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. We're here for you. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. So thank you to everybody, and hopefully everyone MT's here today. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out last night, MT and I, hanging out in another chat room that we hang out in usually on Thursday nights. We were doing it on Wednesday night this week, and it's kind of like a little private, elite gambling. We don't want to tell anybody about it, but elite YouTube gambling. This is the pinnacle right here, Tony'sPicks.com, and our team that hanging out with MT last night over on our secret YouTube channel. It's fully public, but all right, Mindy, we'll get started on the show. Thanks to everybody so much, and we just want to take a few minutes, because I mean, when you're getting on a run like this, you do want to bring it to people's attention who maybe don't follow our show. And we see new people in here. Okay, I don't know. You guys give me a hard time when I'm deprecating, and yet I want to talk about when we have enormous success too, because that's what basically. How'd you do it, Mindy? What's the secret? All I do is follow you.
Right. Well, it's one of those things, Ramon. We've all been doing this a really long time, and you come up and you find basically the variances, the different ways to win. And as long as you're consistent with that, you can find, ways to beat Vegas. I think a lot of times is, it's really hard to beat Vegas, and everyone has to remember that it's really hard. This is a game where you lose a lot, to be successful in our business. We are about 55, 60%, so it's one of those that we're going to lose a couple days throughout the week. And we have to realize that that's okay, that it happens. And then we just have to go ahead and get back on it and be consistent and do that same thing. And again, let's not give our money away on stuff that we don't have to. Just be smart. And I think most of the folks in this chat room know that. I mean, you guys are pretty good, I must say, to come with all of your information. It's pretty impressive.
All right. Well, okay. Because I was wondering, because I did last night stay up kind of late because I wanted to watch the New Zealand Breakers and the Tasmania Jack Jumpers, and I lost on a total. And I was thinking about how degenerate I was because of the massive day that I had in the sports that I love. And I mean, I handicap that. I watch Australian basketball all the time. These are the playoffs, and I've been having some fun banter with one of our regulars in the chat in the drive-through about how well the Breakers, who never make it this far, really are doing so well. And I really like the under, and this crazy game went over. Kind of like that one game that we shouldn't have lost yesterday.
All right. Yeah. So Ramon, I was, watching a movie on Netflix actually, and he wrote, and he was like, I feel like it was like sent me a Twitter, screenshot basically. I feel bad for all of you that had the UMass Lowell under, and I was like, Ramon, I know we're both on that. So what happened? And it sounds like you said technical foul, perhaps by the coach with 2 seconds left in order for that game to go over.
It was on one of the TV. I didn't really even understand what was going on, but all of a sudden, I mean, it felt like it was going to get there the whole time. And it's one of those, when you start playing the foul game that, you got to start watching the points pile up. But they're trying to dribble out the clock and just to barely reaching, when they're like down 12 with like 15 seconds left and a technical foul. And oh, it's just crazy. So good day nonetheless. Thank you to everybody. Okay, we'll get started, but you just, I'm sorry, we got to take a few minutes to, when you go 80% with high volume like we do. And I tell you what, I mean, I was passive on the college basketball card coming off of a bad day where, NBA and NHL saved me, and I had my worst college basketball day of the season. And so I was I left a lot on the cutting room floor. So let's win today again and get the show going. Yep. Lightning on a 0-0 forever. So, okay, we see your comments and let's get started. Last day for NBA, Mindy, before we head into the break. I'm going to have a pick for the slam dunk contest.
Oh, are you?
Nobody's
all right.
Nobody, not today, but when we get to the weekend, we will. And Bucks and the Bulls are going to start us off here with the Bucks favorite on the road. Of course, they're now already 8, and I just did the last 60 to 90 minutes here, 8 and 229.5.
Well, it keeps going up, so I don't really like that here. But the Bulls are on this really bad skid right now. Lost the last 5 games in a row, scoring 97.4 points per game. And the Bucks have won their last 5, putting up about 120. Bucks 5-0 in their last 5 road games here as well. I think the Bucks can go ahead and win and cover here today.
Well, Ron is on the Bucks with you. I mean, they should do it, but you got to lay points on the road. You're going into this little break or whatever. But Scott is saying fade the Bulls. I don't want Ziggy. It's Fridays. This is it. Our last day right here. I know I always get confused when I try to say what day. I'm glad you always get it right.
On Fridays. Fridays is our one day off. Friday.
Tony called me out yesterday, and I never make little slip ups like that.
Oh yeah, that was just.
I always don't admit it. Don't make no mistake.
You just thought it was Thursday already.
I was trying to get us an extra day off. That's what I was.
Okay. All right.
But you deserve it after yesterday. Hey, Hunter Love is here. He lean under. Okay,
Dave
lean
has zero
under.
confidence in me, huh? Don't quit your job.
Oh, when we get to there's so.
Uh,
I mean, I didn't even talk about the other numbers. I mean, I'm trying to just be as you know. Look, I mean, every handicapper has a good run, but you're just doing great, and I'm just trying to keep up. So I probably should take the Bucks here, and they probably should do it. I just think I don't want to lay 7 at this point, going into the break like this. I'm going to take the under though right here, like Hunter Love says. This is a premium for me, but I want to give it out here 3 days before the All-Star game here. We're not going to be basketball for this week. I like the under a lot in this game. And Ziggy on the Bulls here also. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of leaning Bulls, but I'm sure that the Bucks will be popular. And what did Butterscotch say here at the end? Yeah. I'm just worried about these. Maybe I'm not one of those guys, but I guess I am. That. Hello, Gary. Welcome today. TJ, better take the under. Yeah, I got a serious under here right now in this one. Okay. Unless anybody else. Whoops. I got a trigger finger here. All right, Mindy, you're on the Bucks. I'm on the under. Wizards and Timberwolves. Timberwolves a 3-point favorite here, and the total down to 234.5.
well, this one I was going to take a look at the Wizards here again. Wizards are 3-1 over the last 4 here, putting up 124. Timberwolves 2-2, putting up a 121. Wizards are 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 between these two here as well. Gonna go ahead and try the Wizards today, +3.
Yeah, so sometimes I always with these with the interconference series, but this one that trend stands out. It's always Wizards and over pretty much when these two teams play. I mean, even though they only meet twice a year, I noticed that one as well. So I don't know. Wizards got to be tired by now, but they also got to be liking what they're accomplishing. Right now, too. I mean, yes, they didn't look great in that game 2 games ago, but they came back strong with the win in Portland. So I kind of want to take the Wizards here in this one, and I think we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought 3 points I was hoping for, but didn't. Here's TJ on the Wiz. Butterscotch is on the over here. Greg says Wiz it is.
Wiz it is.
All right.
Wiz. Consensus play.
Yeah, I just they got to feel like they're accomplishing something. Getting that win on the road in Portland. A lot of people were on Portland that night. I think I was on Washington. I know that. So, all right.
All right, one more here, Ramon.
Yeah. Dave said, talking about, and that's just it with KP, right? Can he stay on the court? And now, same thing with Kuzma right now, all of a sudden. But everything's clear today. In fact, I think Gobert's on the injury report anyway for Minnesota. So, okay, one more game here on this Thursday card, the last games before we get a little bit of a break here in the NBA. The Suns favored at home tonight by 1, and the total 223.5.
Well, let's go ahead and try the Suns at home, Ramon. They're 4-1 over their last 5 now, only allowing 108 on defense here. Clippers 3-2 over their last 5. They're giving up 119 on defense here. Suns 6-2 in their last 8 home games. Suns 10-4 in their last 14 here overall. Gonna try the Suns.
All right, Mindy. I want to go with the Suns as well in this one. Going into the break, Clippers may just mail this one in, I have a feeling. But Greg leaning towards the Clippers and the over. I know this series is a pretty hard under. Iran says over in the game, it looks like. Scott says Suns. Ziggy's on the lean to the Suns. I'm on the Suns with you
All
here.
right, let's do the Suns.
Yeah, yeah, the steam came in on the Clippers. Make no mistake, everybody says, "Oh, Ramon, those all those wins. You're just chasing steam." I don't know, maybe 50-50. I'd fade the steam too.
Yeah.
Those wise guys, they make it easy sometimes on some of those on some of these games. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Here's Corday leading on the under, TJ on the under. Yeah, I gotta think under in this one for sure. I'm gonna go with the Suns here. We got 2 plays out of the 3 tonight for Thursday night. Greg said just the over for him. Did I get that one? Okay. All right. And then we got a little break in the NBA. We'll try to find some things to do. But yeah, I'll have a pick in the slam dunk contest.
I will not be having a pick in the slam dunk contest. I just let those play out, Ramon. I'll let you do all that.
Yeah, I like to have some fun,
Yeah.
Not all about sides and totals, even though I'm all about sides and totals, actually.
I know you are.
Let's go to college basketball now. And take a look at this one, Mindy, with Purdue and Maryland. Will Purdue have their toughest test in the league campaign? One of them, anyway, coming in. And in this one, I'm showing, I think it's still 2 here right now. Current line is 2 and 132.5. Oh,
Yeah,
there it is, right there on the screen.
I think Purdue is running up here against some pretty good teams. I think this is going to be a fun one to watch here. But I think Maryland can take this one at home today. Maryland held Purdue to 38% shooting last time, and Maryland shoots way better at home. Underdog is also 4-0 in the last 4 meetings here in this one. I think at home here, Maryland gets it done.
Yeah, it's tough to fade this Purdue team, but man, can they keep going right now? Look at that Maryland home court talking about 13-1, Purdue 7-2 straight up on the road. And the one thing that Maryland, interestingly, as an underdog, they are 1-7 straight up. Now, granted, you're an underdog, so maybe you're supposed to lose, but still,
Yeah.
talking about a close game here against a Purdue team. But I don't know. I feel like Maryland can do this. 11-4 against the spread at home. Purdue is 9-13 against the spread as a favorite. So I'm willing to take the Terrapins. Maybe a thriller. I don't know. I think they might be in pretty good position here, actually, in this one today. And I'll take Maryland with you. Butterscotch is on them. TJ's on them.
All right, cool.
So this hopefully feels like the way it did yesterday. And Ron, though, I think Ron likes the Boilers.
Yep, he does.
It's not going to be, no surprise that, there's going to be a little bit of push and pull with that game. But we're going to veto a little bit. We're going to both be on the Terps.
Okay.
Well, they can't all be pretty. Take a look at this one with North Texas on the road.
Well, it just seemed like Ramon as of late we were covering kind of look like the same teams over and over again. So I ththought I would maybe spice it up a little bit here.
I mean, look, I mean it's a close game. I'm just talking about the total. I mean, really.
Oh, I gotcha.
What I'm talking about here in this one. So, I'm not critiquing this game necessarily. But no, I mean, I talk about all the time, check out Tony's video. He's got videos on several of the games today, but not on this one. So it's all ours, Mindy. What's going to happen in this game in Conference USA?
Well, North Texas here, if you look at some of those Ken Palm rankings, right? They're 58th in efficiency, while Louisiana Tech here is 134th. North Texas has a pretty darn stingy defense here, only giving up 57 points a game. And the road team here has huge trends. They've won the last 12 of 14 on the road. So taking North Texas to cover today.
Okay. Yeah. Their favorite on the road here. Did I update? Did I say the updated line? 3.5, 120.5, just like it says right there. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe was looking at Tech. They're 7-2 against the spread as a dog, and I like the action that came in on the total. These look, it's a low total and it's already gone down. That kind of sways me a little bit. Uh, Louisiana Tech 6-2 to the over as an underdog, but I think the market indicator is the key here. I'm gonna go under in this one, and Mindy will be on North Texas. Okay, let's see. Anybody interested in this one? Butterscotch says North Texas here. Blake says, "Do you trust the Ken Palm ratings?"
Well, I mean, I do, only because I like it that they mesh those, efficiencies and tempos, times of possession. I do. I mean, because that's basically how you would do that, how you would come up with pace of plays, right? I mean, you would take the average times of possessions each team has and then make a calculation with that. So, I mean, I really like the Ken Palm myself. How about you, Ramon?
Well, I like to look at all the what I consider
Different ratings, yeah.
major ratings, right? I mean, I use Ken Palm. I like the Massey ratings. I like the Sagarin ratings. I like to look at the CBS Sports Line ratings a little bit, and I think those are probably my favorites. The VSIN ratings, and then I have my own, basically two sets of ratings, and then I kind of mesh all those together as I'm looking at it. And Mindy's got a fancy computer. She looks like Peabody back there, for
It's
dialing
my
it up,
brain on paper is what that is.
right?
It's a
And
mess.
I've got a scratch pad, old school, but I've brought in the new technology, and I'm hoping my brain, hopefully my brain to come up with winners. That's why it's frustrating when you lose. But when you're hot, you just kind of know, right? Some of these the ball looks pretty big today, Mindy. Let's continue on, and hopefully dial up a Team Steam winner here with one of these. Oh, well, we did. We took Maryland, Santa Clara, and BYU in this one, Mindy. Wow, this one, BYU at home, favored here by 5, and the total 149.
I do kind of feel like this one is going to be tough. I thought it was really close. But BYU, they have 5 losses in its last 7 games, but they're still covering the spread in those. So that's, there's a little bit of push and pull in there. But BYU's, just not been winning, but they've been covering. And so they have the head-to-head record over Santa Clara here by far. So it's hard not to, I think it's hard to play on BYU's home court here as well. So I'm going to take BYU today. I think they can lay the 5 here and still be okay.
Okay, you'll take BYU. This one, it was tough for me. It looks like the sharps are on Santa Clara. I'm not sold. I don't want to lay 5 to Santa Clara right now. So I'm going to end up on the over. Look, talk about seeing the ball well. We're hot. Oh, Mindy, everything's so great. I don't like this game.
I understand.
Nothing, hey, we picked out the game. No big deal. This game, falls pretty close. And I love those the trends here, and they're kind of back and forth a little bit. You mentioned some of the Mindy's on BYU. I'm on the over here in this one. Throw a dart now and then. Throw a dart now and then when you're hot and you're just not sure. Okay, UAB here on the road -6, total 142. Seems like this is a good game. Good game.
Yeah, I think we might have maybe covered this in the way back. UAB won the first meeting in 2 overtimes on their home court. UAB, they just don't play well away. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it here. You know, they're 10-4 at home, 2-5 away against the spread. UTEP has the second best defense in the conference. I'm going to go ahead and take UTEP at home, getting the points.
Yeah, because it's UAB. That's the problem, and I've got to. We're getting 6 points. I mean, I love this game actually. Mindy, UAB 3-6-1 against the spread on the road. UTEP 8-4 against the spread at home. We're getting 6 points. I'd expect this to be a pretty high scoring game with these two teams. I don't mind that getting all those points at home. I want to take UTEP here. Cool. UAB is 8-2 to the over on the road, by the way. So I like UTEP here for our second premium consensus. Anything from the chat? Not much here. I think it looks like TJ's on the over here. If that's the one he was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, we could go on about, I kind of like to see again, and I think I don't know if we were talking about it on one of the shows or if Tony was talking, but talking about a little bit of bias. I think it was the show across the street talking about a little bit of bias with the KenPom ratings. Kind of don't favor the ACC. They kind of maybe underrate the ACC and overrate the Big Ten. It's yet to be seen because we always want to critique, teams that go one and done, and some of the ends up being marginal teams in conference anyways. Yeah, I mean, there's always those, big upsets, like we talk about Virginia being a team that it looks like they're always battle tested for the NCAA tournament, remember, but they lost to Baltimore County, remember, in that first round game too. Yeah. So, but KenPom, I think he went to Virginia Tech, so I don't know if it's on purpose. That's just the main criticism. Maybe it's this year, but that's what I'd say multiple people have kind of said, that maybe the ACC doesn't get their just due right now in the KenPom ratings, and the Big Ten is the team that seems to be getting a little bit too much. Joe's here today. I get it now. Okay, Greg, that's what it was. Yeah. That's my 2 cents on it. I wasn't commenting in the chat about it. That's what I should have done. Okay. And next up, our final game here, unless anybody wants to get any other action going, but we'll have plenty of action today on this card, I'm sure. Gonzaga against LMU. And here's what I'm talking about, Mindy, with just go ahead with this game, and then I'll tell you. But this is going to be my conclusion of when I talk about, kind of like a public dog and a sharp favorite type of thing. But go ahead. What do you got?
All right. Well, we all know that Loyola stopped that 75-game win streak, because they are one of the better defenses here in the conference. I mean, they defend the three really, really well. They're also 9-1 in its last 10 home games. Gonzaga is now 1-7 against the spread, 2-7 in its last 8. I'm going to take Loyola Marymount and the points again here to get this done at home.
All right. Well, I can't pass on this one. I mean, I have to take LMU, even if it's not, the right thing to do. And what I mean by that is, I think, Loyola Marymount is going to be, I think they might end up being a public dog here today. And I think Gonzaga might end up being a wise guy favorite, a sharp favorite, meaning the Sharps are gonna love Gonzaga in this game. You would think maybe it'd be the other way. I always say I know who the Sharps are on. I might not have any idea what I'm talking about, but to me, the Sharps are going to be. This is the spot. We're still in Gonzaga, you know. But I'm on LMU. I mean, maybe I'm Joe Square out there, but I want to
I
be
guess
on
I am
LMU.
too.
I want to be on LMU on the money line in this one. Here's the problem. Gersten Pavilion doesn't exactly rock, and Gonzaga travels everywhere. I mean, this is Gonzaga fans will make more noise than LMU fans, I would think. But if any game with Gersten Pavilion was going to have a big time environment, I guess this would be it. I'm going to take my chances that they'll have some fan support there for this one, and maybe try to drown out the kennel. But Ken will be there. Ken's at every game. So, but Butterscotch likes Loyola. I want Loyola. I mean, I'm going to sprinkle the money line for sure as well. And it's always when you get a chance to beat Gonzaga. There's another, right? I mean, Ken Palm, is Gonzaga, are they, getting too much respect for their long-term record? They've shown some vulnerability this year. Now they're just rolling along in conference against all these conference teams they always beat, but Greg wants to see another game. We're on maybe 3 games so far with LMU here plus 8 points against Gonzaga. Yeah, I'll do it.
And then let's find this other one.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know if everyone was getting tired of,
of winning.
No.
A Big Ten.
Yeah, reviewing the Big Ten over and over again.
Right.
But I mean, it's like,
because it seems like but we just choose a few, and hey, this gives you a chance. I didn't even think about it. I would have been like, wow, Minnie didn't choose Ohio State at Iowa. But I mean, but again, Ohio State, there's not much to, right? I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable talking about Ohio State right now, the way things are going. So you got Iowa favored in this one, minus 7.5, and the total 153.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Iowa here at this one. It's just that I have it pretty close. I have, Iowa by 9, basically. So that's why for me, probably not going to be a play here in this one. But I would take Iowa here, minus 7.5 at home, especially because we all know they play well there. Ohio State, they travel okay, but nothing to write home about. Taking Iowa.
Yeah, Blake was asking about the LMU money line. Probably a 275 would probably be my tolerance there. They might be a little bit higher right now, but I know it seems tough to swallow only 275 against Gonzaga, but I just feel like LMU. This is the day. I'm gonna. Okay, Ohio State and Iowa. I don't know, Mindy, about 9 points. I think feels like they could win it by 20. Feels like Iowa can destroy here right now. Ohio State can't get out of their own way. So let's take another one. I'm glad. Thank you for mentioning this game to give us another
game. Number 6, Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah, give me more. I mean, Iowa's 11-3 against the spread at home. Ohio State's 2-8 against the spread on the road. That seems pretty big. I mean, it's 7.5 points. That's a discount. They really could win they could easily win this game by 15. By 15. I won't say 20.
We're going to write it down right now. Ramon Scott predicts 15.
Yeah, I mean, I said 20. I'm tapering it down, right? So Lucky Power is here today. All right.
Locking it in, getting it in there. Get it before any line movement. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Mindy, we had a nice day in hockey. And see if we can keep it up here. We're going to have a lot of hockey over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Florida's on the road against Washington. And what's we got here? Close to a pick 'em. Looks like
I'm going to look
about 15. Yeah, go ahead.
to. What's that?
Go ahead. I'm having a technical issue over here.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and look to the under. Both teams 1 and 2 in the last 3 here. Panthers scoring 2.5 goals. Capitals scoring 1.5 goals here. Under 6-0-1. Capitals last 7 home game. Going under the total 6.5.
All right, we might be going over our 8 here early because I want to go under in this one. I don't know. When you think Panthers and Capitals, you might automatically think 7 goals with these two teams, but right now I'm not so sure that's the case. I mean, Washington's 9-15 to the under at home this season, so I'm not sure it's going to get there. And I do like the under in this one with these two teams. Hi, Jordan. Nice to see you today. Corday was against us in that Iowa-Ohio State game. We just haven't seen enough. I mean, Ohio State, there's just some issue there. So, all right, Mindy, let's go under in this one with Florida and Washington. They definitely have gone over in 3 straight meetings, and like I said, usually you think of these two, feels like an over, but Verley's here today, and he's on the money line. And,
Yeah, we usually do recap at the end, Gary. Hopefully that works for you. We'll recap all the games.
Yep. And an OV out today. OV out today is in there, baked into that one. Maybe that's why it's not 7. I don't know. Butterscotch on the Panthers there as well. So, yeah, side was tough for me there. I don't even know if I'm still sure on the side. All right, Canadians and Panthers here in this one, and it's, oh boy. You got the Hurricane. I said Panthers. Of course, it's the Hurricanes.
Right.
Boy, I miss football, I guess. Don't worry, we've got the XFL coming. Canadians and Hurricanes here. Hurricanes are minus 425 and probably rising. They've actually gotten steamed today. 6/20.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here. Over 6. Canadians here 3-0. Scoring 4.5 goals a game here over the last 3. Hurricanes 2-1, 3.33 goals here a game. Over 5-1. Canadians last 6, and overs 5-0. And the Hurricanes last 5 versus a team with a losing record.
What did you say? Over?
I said over.
Okay. Mindy's going over with Canadians and Hurricanes. I don't know. I'm concerned about the Canadians being able to score at all in this one. So feels like the Hurricanes will smash them. I know a lot of these teams are coming through with some of the puck lines, but I don't know if that's going to be the case here. What are the Hurricanes? Oh, God. Minus 1.5, minus 165. That does not feel great at all. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm just worried that it's going to be like, 4-1 or something. And I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, minus 1.5, minus 165 here on the show. Mindy's on the over in this one. Montreal and Carolina. Thank you, Dave. And Verley looks like he's doing the same.
Challenge.
Corday might want a challenge. I'm kind of with Corday in this one. Didn't want to
more challenge.
Well, Butterscotch is also on the under in this one.
Challenge.
Don't make it a habit. I mean, look, I respect our grading system a lot, right? I mean, it's just like anything. It's just like you go in there and you're facing the same line you do at a major sports book, and to see the work that Mindy's been doing, you don't want to be in the business of fading her. I'm not, making up
I don't win every game.
Punchline. Well, I'm just saying. Just look at it. Look at the record. Look at the year record so far. All right. So we're not. Hey, look, we don't agree here. And we went 7-1 yesterday here on the show. All right. Jets and Blue Jackets. Jets on the road here favored about 205, and the total 6/20.
Oh, what do I got here on this one, Ramon? I kind of like the Blue Jackets here today on the puck line. Jets here 3-1 over the last 4, scoring almost 3 goals a game here. Blue Jackets 1-3 in their last 4. They're also getting close to 3 a game here. Home team 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two as well. I'm going to go puck line Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, this series is a total underdog, puck line underdog series. 10 straight times when these two teams have met, the puck line underdog has gotten the money. So looks like Winnipeg's going to win 3-2 or something like that, and they'll probably get there. So I don't know. I do think it could be close. I'm going to take the under in this one, though. The steam came in on Winnipeg. It's not unreasonable to see them as a $2 favorite here at Columbus. Not necessarily getting it done right now. Winnipeg does. They'll probably win by 1. I'm going to take the under in this one.
Yeah.
Mindy on puck line. I don't mind that. What is it?
It's minus 150, so it's right on the edge of, something I would play.
Well, it could be lower. It's going to be lower at some of the sharper books for sure. Probably could save 10 cents there.
Okay.
But I'll stick with under here, especially because it's at 6 over. And maybe if I might buy it up to 6.5 under and still go under in this one when I do it. But the fact that I'm on the show here and it's mostly at 6 over, I'll just give it out on the show. I do like the under a lot.
6.5, and then already.
Okay, what was it? 6.5. Let's see.
But then I couldn't find one.
Oh, I couldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I did see. I never had a chance at a 6.5, but there were some 6.5 referenced by some of the line services.
Right.
Some of the books were at 6.5, so I trust those services. Oh, that's right, Corday. No, I agree with you there totally. And TJ's on the Blue Jackets. And Burley Jets in regulation. Butterscotch also. There he is, lockstep in the chat. He's Butterscotch. Scotch is one of our leaders. We got to start over for TJ. All right. They are, Dave, but they can get some puck lines here and there. Yeah. All right. That's probably why I'm not doing it either, especially at minus 140. They're 23-21 as a puck line dog. Okay. Let's go to the next one here with the Bruins. They're playing the Predators. We got a total that's low. Bruins are minus 175, 5.5 over 15.
Yeah, Bruins here, opened up at about minus 187-ish, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bruins here. I think they're still in a position here to keep winning. They're 2-1 over the last 3. 3 goals a game there. Predators 1-2, scoring 1.5 goals a game here. Bruins also 9-3 in the last 12 road games. As we know, they're playing pretty decent. Looks like some of that money's going on the Predators. So I kind of feel like it's helping this Bruins pick out a little bit for me.
You like the Bruins, huh?
I do.
I don't mind them, but I do think it might be a little bit too high considering, but you'll lay at 175?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to be on the under in this one, even at this low price. You got to figure the Bruins 3-6-1 to the under of late with uh, Linus Allmark is in there today. 5.5. I mean, I know that's as low as we can go, pretty much. Boston regulation for butterscotch. Bruins are angry. Dave says, yeah, they're showing to be susceptible now a little bit with this
Sure.
streak. They did have that big win against Dallas, though. Fade the Blake Sardman and on the scene in Tennessee. So I don't know. I kind of think they might be okay. What is that? Oh man, minus 165 as a puck line dog today. Ugh. Kind of liked the Predators a little bit. All right, I'll take the under 5.5 in this one. Give us another play here. Gerardo's here today. He was hanging out in the super secret
More super secret gambling,
high-end
underground gambling,
high-end
like
boutique, publicly
butterscotch stand.
available chat, publicly available, extreme wise guys in there. MT, Gerardo, and Ramon in there with extremely high level live gambling. All right, we're gonna find another one. Can we get to our over under? How about the Devils and the Blues? The Devils are minus 150, 6.5 under 15.
Oh, the Blues. Not them again, Ramon. Devils here, 2-1 over the last three, allowing just 2 goals a game. Devils rank second in goals against here. Under 4-1, Devils last 5 overall. Under 7-3 in the Devils last 10. I don't got anything good to say about the Blues at all. I'm still going to go under.
Well, I'm not going under in
I
the
know you're
Blues
not.
game.
I know you're not.
I'm not going under in the Blues game right now, but I will take New Jersey on the road. If I've got New Jersey on the road, I'm going to take them, and they're also back in form again, 8-1-1 in the last 10. Of course, got that monster road record, and St. Louis is just 3-7 in their last 10 games. So I've got to take New Jersey here for sure. I can't take the under in St. Louis games right now.
I know you don't.
And I don't know if I'll go over either, though. I think the public's caught on to them a little. I think the betting public's figured out the over trend with St. Louis a little bit. So, all right, Gerardo looks like over. I don't know if he's talking about the last game. Maybe
No,
butterscotch.
this one.
Okay, yeah, because you could definitely get that price. Be juiced up a little bit. So I'm going with New Jersey. That's a premium. It's a free premium.
Premium.
Red Wings and Flames, and big favorite here for the Flames. They're favored minus 260, and the total 6.5 under 15.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try over in this one here. Over 4-1, Red Wings last 5. 5-1, the Flames last 6 here versus Eastern Conference. Red Wings 3-0, putting up 5 goals a game here. I'm going to go ahead and take the over, 6.5.
All right. Price might be a little bit too high for me to take the over in this one. Don't mind it. I think you're on a public side though, and I'm not apt to go over 6.5 in this one. I'm going to end up on the Red Wings here on the puck line at plus 1.5 at minus 120. Red Wings are 20-14 as a puck line underdog. Calgary just 10-29 as a puck line favorite. Among the worst you can be. I mean, they're minus 1.5 at even money, and they're basically winning these games at about 27%. So that doesn't seem like it will work. I'm going to take the Red Wings on the puck line today. Mindy's on the over in Detroit and Calgary. And I don't know what Gary is on there, Mindy, with devil face, orange, raised eyebrow. If that's
I think he meant just the Devils in the last pick.
That's what I was thinking. Yes, it must be. Okay. Butterscotch says puck line for
It's
sure.
a Scotch lock. The 1.5.
Evan points out the 1-0 win for Detroit earlier this season. Yeah, and when he means or 2-1 was the score. I meant 1-0, meaning he's talking about it's 1-0 in the series. And yeah, Butterscotch likes it as a lock. Scotch likes it as a lock. Okay, if they're talking about what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about the puck line,
That's
or
what they're
Mindy's talking about the over. Maybe they're talking about the over with Mindy.
Nope, Scotch lock is the plus 1.5 Detroit for sure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
That's one thing I have trouble,
following the whole process while you're doing
Yeah, I
something.
mean, I'm flashing them up there. I'm trying to get my pick together, and I do notice that I do miss that a little bit. So, but Scotch lock. So here's the thing. This is another thing I was thinking about. So Scotch lock, it's a pretty catchy phrase, and some of the other shows they do a little cute thing where every regular in the chat kind of has their own like niche pick, right, Mindy? Like they call I don't know. I mean, you could always make something up for me, but just something with your name or I don't know. The channel I watch, they have like the names are kind of obscene a little bit. I like to stay away from that. But kind of like Team Steam involved, right? Little rhyming things. You know how it is when you're rhyming on the air, freestyling.
Oh boy.
You have a platform. No, but seriously, so maybe I'd like to see everyone who maybe had their best play of the day have a little nickname that either relates to their screen handle or if they wanted to call it something else that was clean. That would be something because I know we're getting to know your names. Mindy knows them all. I'm doing the best I can. But if you had Scotch lock of the day or something like that, that's a cute idea. So hopefully you don't mind me being all, cutie and stuff like that.
Bologna and cheese play of the day. Didn't we have that already?
What was it?
Or was that Evan?
Right. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, and Evan was the king, right? Gary could have the cheeseburger play of the day. So, if your game comes up and you want to write bologna and cheese, then we'll have a little.
I like it. I think that's good. I think that's a good idea.
Now we're sure to get.
Think that UNO Nebraska Omaha can get a win today, Nathan. We were talking about the game a little bit before the show started today.
Yeah. Oh wow, he likes South Dakota. Oh wow. Oh yeah, because I was
up in the
you wore your Omaha and I was wearing my red and black.
Red and black, yeah, right.
I like Omaha a lot in this game, but okay, let's continue. So there's our play. I'm on Red Wings puck line. Mindy's on the over. 2 more games to go, and Mindy, you can have a day off. All right. Flyers and Kraken here. The Kraken have found their way to south of $2 now. It's going down. Maybe it's $1.95. Total 6 under 20. Looks like the total's on the move a little bit as well.
Well, I liked the under last time, and the Kraken blew it with 3 minutes to go. So I'm going to try the under here again, please. I'm going to go ahead and go under 7-0-1. Flyers last 8 road games. The under 4-1. The Kraken's last 5 home games following a road trip of 7 days or more here as well. Going to go under the 6 today.
I feel strong about this one, Mindy. If you didn't make it a play, I would have. So probably would have made the premium card. I like this one to go under today with the Kraken and the Flyers. Seattle's 8-16 to the under at home. Philadelphia 10-16 to the under on the road. They'll probably, you got to figure, I don't know, 3-2 seems more reasonable. I think the price probably too high on the Kraken in this spot, even against the Flyers. But I feel much more solid here, I think, on the under. And that's where I want to go. Give us another play.
Let's play.
Is that number 8?
Yes.
So we're on a push with 1 to go.
Oh, geez. This is a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
And we might have some opinions here.
Nikki's coming up to see me. She doesn't get out much. She's kind of a lazy dog, so I get real excited when she comes up a whole bunch of stairs. It's crazy.
All right, Evan and Blake thinking about that St. Francis game. We might come back to it here. Let's get this hockey card done. They want to know. I'll take St. Francis.
The end. Goodbye. Have a nice day, everyone.
But bump. That other they have the sound effects over there. All right, let's one more to. So we're at 9 with 1 to play. I did take some golf futures today as well. I don't know if anybody. It's already. I think we're already underway. So, how about Sharks and Golden Knights? Oh, it can't be Thompson. Thompson's injured. Let me see. It's probably Hill. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what I was thinking there. I saw one of the site. How did I overlook it when I looked at it? Which site? I got to go back and see which site even. They're going to downgrade that site that put up Thompson. He's out. And that's part of the and so and so is the Golden Knights a big star Stone. So some issues here, Mindy, for the Golden Knights are facing some challenges.
Challenges. Well, it's one of those like I don't necessarily mind the Sharks on the puck line, but I do like the under here in this game today. Knights are 3-0 in the last 3. Allowing only 1 goal. So I don't know if it's going to make much difference who's in net today with the defense, the way they've been, playing here. The under 7-1, the Golden Knights last 9. Under 6-2 in the Golden Knights last 8 versus a team with a losing record. I'm going to go ahead and take the under today.
Corday's on the Sharks. Evan points out the Sharks are doing well. Usually this one, they do have some goals, these Sharks in these division games for some, sometimes, you like the teams in those other divisions play unders and these guys play overs. So Scotch on the Sharks here, money line. TJ wants the under with you, though. So Evan's already on his edibles today. Okay, he has them for breakfast. That's
right. Breakfast of champions.
I'm gonna take the Sharks on the puck line for sure on this one. I look. It's not as simple as I'm gonna make it out to be. The Golden Knights are still in great position. Mark Stone will be back, I'm sure, but Stone's out of the lineup. You start to fade the Golden Knights a little bit. You look for spots. San Jose, you mentioned it right there. They won the last 2. I might even, I already took the Sharks on the money line recently.
Right.
Twice, it was whatever it is. I'll probably take them again. TJ's on the Knights though here, but I'm on the Sharks. I'll put puck line here minus $1.45. That's reasonable. That's reasonable in this spot. I kind of like them on the money line too today, the Sharks. So maybe I'm just feeling my oats a little bit and feeling confident, but I like the Sharks here today. Hey, we had success, Mindy. So good show. Thank you. Have a good have a good day off. I tried to get us an extra day off is what I was doing.
Well, it's totally up to us. We could have just, done it, but we don't want to let the folks down, right?
Over at Tony'sPicks.com, you can get our premium picks. Please take a look at the leaderboards. Mindy plus 947 yesterday. I was plus 863, and Morning's team was plus 622. I'm sure that everyone had a great day and made $2,500 as well. If not, please consider subscribing to our picks over at Tony'sPicks.com, our premium picks. That's where we put our best picks. That's why I kind of say sometimes I don't mean to be disrespectful. The best picks are over there, and then you go on the video on the show, and Mindy, I say, well, I'm going to give this one out on the show. That means I'm not going to be selling it for $25.
Right.
So, for the week, I'm up almost 2,500 units. Going to get to that $4 mark for the month that Mindy's been at. Mindy's at 3,300 right now, and I'm at 2,500. So I don't know what else to say, but one thing I do want to say though, so if you missed the show, you want to get the premium picks, do us a favor, go to the morning steam. I don't know how we're so far down here, considering we just went 7-1-1, but take a look. And when you subscribe to our 3-day or our 7-day, it's just like watching the show without having to listen to me. So pick up the 7-day or the 3-day or the 30-day if you're going to miss the show, but you still want the picks, and we're pretty hot. So you can always watch the show and get the plays for free. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Greg. And Corday, thank you. Nice to see everybody. Evan here talking about the ending there in the game that I was talking about, Mindy, between the Tasmania Jack Jumpers and the New Zealand Breakers. That semifinal series is going to come down to the third and deciding game on Sunday. And,
Sunday.
I'll be watching that one in the middle of the night. All right, here come the picks now. And here in the NBA, we had the Suns -1, the Wizards +3. NHL, Flyers under 6, Panthers under 6.5. And in college, Iowa -7.5, Loyola +8, UTEP +6, and Maryland +2. And Mindy was hot yesterday. Yep, we know it. Where was I? C-Spills says, where was I? Where I'm always at. Looking up at Mindy in the standings. So, thanks, TJ. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to people who do subscribe that are in the chat to either the Team Steam packages or our individual packages. Sometimes we don't even know who you are. Maybe you don't even reveal who you are. Thank you. So, all right, Mindy, we'll see you on Saturday.
Mindy is sleepy, so she will be sleeping in tomorrow. It's my favorite day of the week, actually. So it's like today is my Friday night. I love it. I mean, I used to be able to just, kick back and watch, Thursday Night Football, but, I don't have that luxury anymore.
That's the effect I have on people. They get one day away from me, and it's like, rejoice. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Mindy, great job. Let's do it again. Let's keep winning. And by the time Saturday comes, we won't even remember we won.
Right.
All right.
Oh, funny.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon
We'll be back
Scott.
Saturday. Be back Saturday.
Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific.
Right.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.